Hi everyone, welcome to this next episode looking through the Songs in the Key of A EP one by one. So I'm Steve.
Hello, I'm Bethan.
And we're the Frantics. And so, first of all, just to kind of say, because we didn't say this in any of the other episodes, it's literally called Songs in the Key of A, because whenever Bethan sent me a melodic idea, apparently your home key, your most comfortable key, is A.
Yeah, so, that seems to be where I'm at. Always.
That's it. So we're just going to start working our way up all the white notes on the keyboard. And then, the kind of like, the kind of last EP will be, songs in the key of G sharp. And then that'll be it. We'll retire undefeated from the world of thematic EP writing. Yeah. So again, Visibly Mended is a song that kind of came from something that is another concept that came from you again, sis. So why don't you lead us into that?
Yeah, sure. So during the first lockdown, one of my friends was doing little video messages on Facebook just to kind of check in with people, say hi, let everyone know what she was up to, just as a way to keep connected with people. And it was really nice because it was just like sitting in her garden or in a kitchen with her and having a little chat. It was lovely. But one day she was talking about some of the craft work she was doing. So she had this dress that had got a massive ink stain on it. And she was talking about this concept in sewing that has emerged called visible mending, where rather than repairing something so it's perfect, you repair it so that you can see that there was something there, that a blemish or a tear or something, but then put something on it like stitch a flower on it or a motif of some kind. So she was talking about what she was going to do with this ink stain on her dress. And I really like that concept of visible mending, and it sort of also made me think of the Japanese art of kintsugi, where they repair broken pottery with gold, and they kind of melt gold down, and so you end up with this really beautiful piece which has got all these threads of gold through it. So it was broken, but actually the process of mending it has made it really beautiful. And it then made me think about, again, our relationship with God and how actually we are all broken people. We're all messed up. We've done things wrong. We're doing things wrong on a daily basis. And I think there's this real, danger that sometimes people think of as Christians as hypocrites, that we're painting this facade that we're all perfect and sorted, and actually we're no different to most other people. And I was thinking, isn't it amazing, actually, if we do show our scars, that we show that we were broken and we're mended, but not that it never happened, that it was a part of us. And even if it's been sorted and it's in the past, it's still part of our journey and potentially something that God has worked through with us or is still working through with us. And really, we should be proud to say, look, I've got these scars. This is where I've been, this is what's happened to me, and not hiding behind it. And so that's where Visibly Mended came from.
Fantastic. And I just had one of those moments. I think I picked up my guitar to record some parts on a different song, actually, but it was on Abba Father, which is another song on the EP. As my Gretsch that I've got on the wall there, and suddenly just like I just played this riff. Like it's one of those, it doesn't always happen. Like, today I was, recording a song where I kind of was really crafting a riff bit by bit and just being very meticulous about it. Mm-hmm. But this one was just like, so that's that then. So and you had like this idea of is it Sandy Tom kind of style you really want to strike
Sandy
with it?
Tom, Philippa Hannah, that kind of sort of folksy, that sort of more folksy feel, and you could almost imagine doing a little bit of a
yeah, exactly.
Hey! Dance to it.
And so you'd already kind of so I think I was just like, you'd sent me some melody already, and then I was like, I think I've got this riff. So I don't know if it's kind of my fault as well, because the riff must have been in A as well.
Yeah, that is that's all you. Because what I sent you was a really very vague, interrupted by children whilst we're on holiday in France kind of, this is a sort of idea I've got. kids, can you leave me alone, please? I'm leaving a message for Uncle Steve. And yeah, so I can't guarantee it was in A. So yeah, that's all you.
Yeah, that one's my fault. But yeah, it's really fun. But actually, when it came down to actually recording the guitars, first of all, like during lockdown, I was, little testimony story. I don't know if I told you this, but I kind of had this really weird sense that God was going to gift me a guitar for my 20th anniversary of being a Christian, like an anniversary present.
Yeah.
And excuse me. And then I hadn't told my friend Lewis Parfit, who is at the moment building a new baritone guitar for me, which is very exciting.
Nice.
But he, at the time, like his main business was building guitars under the name Revive Guitars and doing guitar maintenance stuff. And he gifted me this amazing Les Paul that he'd made that was absolutely gorgeous. It's not in the house at the moment. He's doing a little bit of work on it, and I miss it terribly because it's kind of become like my favorite guitar. Don't tell me other guitars. That one just gave me the evil eye just then. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I didn't mean it. Anyway, but at the time he had lent me a Telecaster style guitar that he'd built, because I basically, when he makes a new guitar, generally speaking, I review it and I make a video of it for YouTube. And I had this really, really nice Telecaster style guitar. And I thought, because we're kind of striking a bit of a folky country vibe, I thought, well, what better than a Telecaster? And then when I was thinking of kind of adding a second guitar to thicken things up a bit, I was like, oh, so what better guitar than a Les Paul? So all the electric guitars on this song are Revive guitars, and they just sound absolutely great. And like that Telecaster, I was particularly sore about giving back because it just sounded incredible. And on the track, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing riff. I love it.
It's really, really cool. And of course, at least one very long guitar solo in the song too. But yeah, I love the concept as well, because again, I think we kind of like to come at these concepts from a hopeful place and not a condemnatory place, because actually there is something so freeing about the recognition that we're flawed. Isn't there? There is just something so freeing about it, because it kind of takes the pressure off yourself to present this facade. You can be kind of, when you're visibly mended, you're more free to live a more authentic life. And I absolutely love that about the theme. It's really good. It's also just a really fun song.
It's very short because it's so quick, and we really had to put our teeth in properly to do it. I ended up re-recording some of mine because it just sounded like I was going
I love how like compact it is. It's like it's about 2.5 minutes long, isn't it? The song.
It is. Which I think in contrast to the next song, Abba Father, which is pretty
anthemic.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like nice, neat, tiny, quick.
we were aiming at writing, a soundtrack for a feature film. We tried to make it as long as a feature film as well.
Well, as we're both massive Jurassic Park fans, we were always trying to get some kind of musical kind of anthem in there, or sneaker Jurassic Park chord in there or something, just to give it a little nod to those amazing John Williams compositions.
Was that in this song? Was that in Abba Father?
I think this was in this one. I think that I don't know if you did it in the end, but I remember listening to it going, oh, I'm sure I can hear Jurassic Park in there, but that might just be me.
Maybe. So a little running joke I've got in the Bean Baker band that when I'm playing a solo, because Bean, like, he'll often just turn to me and go, Steve, play solo, and I'll improvise something, so I have quite a lot of freedom. And I'll try and sneak the Jurassic Park theme tune in there every single time I can.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, exactly. And on that note, pun intended, that kind of brings us to the end of this episode. And like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all the music production channel places. By the time we get to the last video, I'll have this bit down to a fine art. But yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying the EP, and we're really excited about whatever it looks like, however we manage to make it work. playing these songs like in real life for people, because this one's gonna be a really fun one to play live, because it's just got that pause section in it, and the solo kind of soars in out of nowhere, and it's just like, oh, it's a taste sensation. Great. but thank you so much, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.